What's going on, everybody? Let's Talk Jets Radio. Hope you guys are doing well. Quick video here. Apologies for the rant. Apologies for the negativity, but you guys know I've never been one to hold back. I'm always going to speak my mind, whether you like it or not. And today, unfortunately, is one of those days where you wonder why things are never going to change for the New York Jets under Woody Johnson. Today's a perfect example because Aaron Glenn goes out there this morning and really gave some good answers, kind of went back at the media a little bit, shows that he wants to do things his way. He could be a player's coach, the way he talks about bringing in young guys. You think he could be somebody that can relate to them, a former player. All these positive things that you want to hop on board with our new head coach. But unfortunately, Woody Johnson has to open up his mouth later on. And it almost makes you feel like no matter what Aaron Glenn or Muji do, ownership is going to constantly get in the way, and every hire that they bring in is going to constantly be hamstrung by incompetent ownership. And, I'll go back to the beginning where after Glenn and Muji were introduced to the media, and I have the quote from Woody where he said he needed to look in the mirror. He acknowledged the need for improvement as an owner and to self-reflect. But just like everything that this coward that we have for an owner does, it's all hot air and it's never any action. Because just 2 months later now, he is showing that he is incapable of self-reflection. So the fact that he can't acknowledge what we all know, that the players are telling him about this organization, how families are treated, the food that's being served, the locker room, the facilities, the trainers, everything that makes this organization a fucking clown show, he can only call it bogus. What happened to self-reflection? People are telling you you're incompetent as an owner, that your organization is trash, and rather than listen and acknowledge the problems, you just call the report bogus. Your players are telling you this place fucking sucks, and you call it bogus, and we wonder why things don't change. How can things possibly change when the owner refuses to acknowledge that there's a real problem? And again, these are grades that are directly from the players. And guess what? It also lines up with everything that we have seen this offseason. Why didn't Vrabel want to come here, or any other prominent head coach? A losing culture and a meddling owner. Why haven't any serious free agents wanted to come here? A losing culture and an awful owner. Those are constants with the New York Jets over the last 14 plus years. But it gets better though. So the Jets' solution apparently is to clean house. I guess to try to get rid of all the leaks that have been acknowledged by many people by firing 170 out of 250 employees. And Mike Florio said it best. I'm not a huge Mike Florio fan. But his quote from his article, leaks are a symptom. There's a deeper problem that results in people who know things sharing them with outsiders. Eliminating a large chunk of the workforce won't necessarily change that. And he's right. You can install all new people. But as long as Woody Johnson and Jaime and Brick continue their bullshit ways, absolutely nothing with this organization is going to change. Woody Johnson embarrasses himself every single time that he speaks, every time that he opens his mouth. And the Justin Fields comment was icing on the cake. His quote, I think Justin Fields is going to be a total winner for us. I've been impressed with him since his college days. It was he or Trevor Lawrence. Motherfucker, you had the number 2 overall draft pick. You sold us on Zach Wilson. You loved Zach Wilson. Now you're trying to play it all high and mighty like you knew Justin Fields was the answer all along? Like, the nerve of him to speak like that is just unfucking believable. And we wonder why players hate it here. We wonder why we have a losing culture. It's insane to me how today should have been such a positive day, positive talk about Aaron Glenn and everything that he can bring to the table. But it is never going to matter because Aaron Glenn cannot fix ownership. And that's also why I'm sick and tired of everyone telling me, like, bro, you need to be more positive. I don't need to be shit. The organization hasn't made the playoffs in 14 fucking years. They've pushed diehard fans out of that building, constantly raising prices, giving us nothing back in terms of value in return, and we're supposed to constantly just give them the benefit of the doubt that this is going to be it? Like, give me a fucking break. Like, show me substantial change. Show me a new direction, legitimate results. Then maybe you get my positivity and my buy-in. I've given blindly to this organization for decades. I owe them absolutely fucking nothing. Because right now, every single time the owner speaks, he proves my point. The Jets' biggest problem remains a god-awful culture, and it starts with the owner. And once players have been here for long enough, they're ready to move on and they've had enough. So fuck your positivity. I'll be rooting for this team. I'll be hoping for the best. But the current state of things combined with the moves that we're seeing, I expect very little to change. So call me the bad guy. Write your nasty fucking comments. Truth fucking hurts sometimes. When it comes to the team that we love and the team that we root for, acknowledge the obvious right now. The Jets are still a laughingstock until they aren't. They owe us. We don't owe them shit.